if I were to approach like a person's abode or whatever, and they're playing Kendrick, that is a person of taste and morals and somebody that knows how to play a fucking beat. I don't know, like
I mean,
I would respect that, and I would be like, you know what? Maybe I'll swallow your. maybe I'll eat your. Maybe.
The simplest way to put it, I have problems.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pain Management Podcast. I almost forgot the name of the podcast.
Oh, dear.
I literally had to stop for a second. I am moving way too fast for this episode. Also, to my right, my best friend, the dude that I will eat steaks with 7 days a week, my boy, Mr. Jimmy Moynihan. What's up, buddy?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm good, dude. I'm jacked up. I'm jazzed right now, man.
Great. So am I. Yeah, you took me out to Outback. I was feeling a little blue. And Roderick met me at Outback, and he treated me to just a feast.
Dude, yeah. And I told him, hey, dude, don't worry about the price. Just eat.
Yeah.
We're just here to eat. Because I knew I was about to make a fool of myself. So I ate till I got right with the world. All right.
Yeah.
Then, this is our first. Yeah, I'm hyped for this. We've been planning this for a while. And I love when we can do this. But you guys are always used to us seeing, we've started to branch out from comedians. We brought in a voice actor already. We had Greg Ayers on here. And then we brought in a counselor, which was amazing. Megan Kenning always does a great job with us. But this is the first time we're starting to bring music guests, and I couldn't think of better music guests to bring in than people who I'd love like family. Shubzilla and DJ Bill Beats. What are y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Another day on God's golden green fucking earth, coach. You know?
Yes.
Like, I was just telling y'all that, like, my voice is all fucked up from like smoking a bunch of hookah this weekend, and then we had an hour-long set, and then another thing for the for the main showcase.
Yep.
Let's get into that, because we had Nerdcore Days, which happens every year for South by Southwest.
3 days a week.
Yes, and then y'all, that kicked off Thursday night.
Wednesday
night,
Wednesday, yeah.
And then
you don't even want to know the hours.
Yeah, and they streamed it on Twitch the whole time.
Yeah.
And then you were actually official performers at South by Southwest this year.
Yep, exactly.
Finally recognized the greatness that we all knew about.
Oh, we've played a few. What is this, like our third or fourth official?
Yeah.
It's like
Fifth official?
I don't know. What's
it's
math?
A lot.
Math is.
It's kind of one of those things where we don't plan to play the official, but then we're in town and they're like,
you want to come over?
Come play this thing.
Yeah, I love when I saw the official, like, here's the graphic official performer. I was like, that's what they always deserve.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Thank you.
Yes, that's dope.
Yeah.
And then for you guys that don't know, Nerdcore Days is, I don't know how to describe it. It's like all your favorite cousins get together to play music.
Pretty
true.
much, yeah. It's a family reunion.
It really
It is a family reunion, and it's what signifies it as being a family reunion is that we sell no merch because everybody already has our shirts.
Yeah, you know what? That's wild, because I own all this. I got everybody's stickers and I got everybody's stuff. So I was like, I really have bought up all this.
Right? Yeah. But it's like being a family reunion. You're not supporting. You're just there to be with family.
You need a Shubs was right shirt, though. That wasn't even my idea, the Shubs was right shirt.
Oh, yeah, we got to get you one of those.
You need one.
I do need that.
Okay, we got you.
I need one of those to tour with. 3X if you got it. Hook me up.
Yeah,
we got you.
Yeah, I need one of those because, I quoted you one time on my Facebook, and it's still my favorite quote. It's like, we don't care about your reach, don't care how many fans are. If you're trash, you're trash.
Boop. Yeah.
I think you said that on Saturday night.
She did. She says it all the time. It's our mantra.
Because people need to remember that. It's like we can, we're all in some form of entertainment, right? So, there are folks that are trash people that have followings, and it's really unfortunate because they're probably all bots. But that's okay because they have numbers.
It's true. It's a good reminder too, if you're listening to this on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, hit the like, hit the subscribe. All the things.
That
I love
notification button.
my boy did the commercial for me. This is why my people come to the show.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate that because we need all that love, man. But to the people on Spotify, y'all been showing us the most love. Thank y'all. Yeah, YouTube, step your game up.
Yo.
Just saying. But okay, so then how do you even describe? Because it's mostly, we call it nerdcore, but it's hip hop and metal, and it's all genres of music, but they're talking sometimes about just what we would call geek culture, nerd cultures.
Yeah.
You know, video game music. Castlevania as a
for
metal song, and
Exactly.
I've heard it all this weekend. I heard, dude, but I will say this: my new theme, Swell Rail. When he said that song, my new theme song for the rest of the year, if you see me in the comedy club, I'm coming out to a song called "I'ma Beat Your Ass." All right, that is my new
Bet I'm gonna
anthem.
beat your ass.
I can't wait to play it for you, Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna love
No,
it.
you will be an instant fan.
Oh, hell yeah.
Our,
You're gonna
our little
love it.
brother Rel is just upset. Like, he is disgusting, upsetting on the mic. It's like, he is a problem. He is a menace in all the ways that we want.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
I love
sure.
it. But this song is, I must just play it every time a promoter's like, well, we didn't sell as many tickets. Hold on, let me listen to this song before you give me my number. It's called "I'm Gonna Beat Your Ass." And then they're going to be like, oh, amazingly, we got how much we told you we were going to pay you. I'm going to play that song everywhere. It's my new theme song, man. I
People
love
are
it.
going to be singing it as you come up.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to be singing it with you as you're coming out.
Shit is
what I want.
There's only
catchy.
one other song that people do that, and that's not like us.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
So you'll have the second song. That's
I
like,
will have the
everybody
number
singing
2
it.
song when I come out there. I just want people to say, I'm going to beat your fucking animal. Be like, yeah, that's my people.
Absolutely.
All right. I know you always have the number one. You hit them with the great question. I know you got one.
Oh yeah, I usually ask in the beginning, do you guys deal with mental health issues? Do you have a diagnosis or just stuff like that?
Yeah, I was diagnosed a while back with bipolar 2 disorder.
Oh wow.
Which made a lot of sense because, like, pre-rap Shubs was unhinged and just mean. I'm still both of those things, but there's just like a little more focus with it, right?
Yeah.
So, now I'm taking Lamictal and I'm on Prozac with a bunch of other nonsense that is not
Right.
mental health related.
Yeah.
But yeah, that, like, for me, the combination of like therapy and medication has really been something that's made the difference for me.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't think it would have, because there's still quite a bit of stigma within Asian Pacific Islanders about, like, getting treatment, getting help, blah, 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 makes you look weak. You're going to shame the family name or whatever the fuck.
Ugh.
But yeah, I was like, no, I'm in a bad place. So we're gonna get right with Christ and use some shit that will definitely help us. And for me, like, I had to get over that, right? Of just like, hey, like, this doesn't mean you're weak. This doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Your brain's just wired differently. And sometimes you need a little zhuzh to, like, get yourself back on track.
Yes.
Also, titration is annoying because, like, I hate having to wait.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah.
my psych will be like, oh, how's it going? And I'm like, I can't tell if I'm just having a bad day or my Prozac is just whack.
Yeah.
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 So-
Yeah. It's
See, I
tough.
love
And
when
you,
people
you,
are real with that.
and you start at like 5 milligrams and then you titrate up. And when I'm on an antidepressant, I'm like, I want, like, I'm an addict as well. So just, give me as
shit, yeah.
much, give me as much I'm on Lamictal and SSRI as well.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Damn.
And and I have bipolar as well. And my experience is just that medication is super important for me, and it changed my life.
Word.
I was just going off the deep end, and then therapy. I just started going to therapy again. And just so therapy's I needed to go. I was a lot of people wanted me to go.
Oh, bro, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I couldn't even hide it. Well, it's kept me alive, bro, and I know it can work for a lot of people.
Yeah.
man,
For
'cause,
sure. For sure.
dude, when look, I've told you the story. I've had guns in my mouth before, and that's a weird place. Nobody
a
should
gun.
know what
Yeah.
a 9mm tastes like.
Yeah.
And when you do,
Exactly.
you're like, Okay,
You gotta
maybe
take a
I
couple
need to go
steps
get
back.
some help. This
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
gone over that line that you shouldn't have crossed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I've been there, bro. So
Yeah.
I love therapy. Has done a lot, man. I had to do it today. I had to get up this morning to do meditation
Yeah.
over the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
$20. I spent $20 on a Steam card last night to put on my Steam account for the spring sale. Scratched it, and it scratched all the middle numbers out of the card.
Oh no.
Oh, really?
You're supposed to scratch it with a penny. I've scratched 7 of these cards.
What is
no
it
problem.
for?
The last one that just put this $20 on my Steam account. I scratched it, and it scratched out all the middle numbers. And I just my brain was like, okay, we're shutting down. I said, no, we got to take a picture.
Yeah.
We got to send it in to Steam support. I had to walk myself through it, but I was so stressed out by the time I got done. I had to go to bed.
Yeah.
At 1 o'clock, I just turned the lights off like, okay, we're going to sleep.
I did that once, and I still think about it. It was I bought a PS5, and it was one of the bundles where it comes with a game.
Yes.
But the game is a digital download, so you got to scratch the thing. So I scratched it, and the whole thing scratched off. And I was like, my game, my free game that I paid extra for.
Bro, I lost it, bro. I was like, my brain was like, and I was like, no, okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
What I wanted to ask, so for me, bipolar is kind of a gift and a curse. It fuels me, my creativity for sure. But so for a long time, I thought if I took like Lamictal or anything like that, it would curb my creativity. Getting on Lamictal has shown me that that's not true.
Right,
In fact, it's made me more creative because I can focus. I could be more myself.
Yeah.
And because it's bipolar is a mood disorder. It's not a personality disorder. So a mood stabilizer won't fuck with your personality. But what is what's your experience with creativity, being an artist, and bipolar?
Well, similar. So a lot of that head fog without my meds and without therapy will just be there. It'll be thick as fuck, right? 3 C's thick.
Yeah.
But I'm able to clear that shit out, right? And be able to focus in on okay, I will now write bars. Oh, I'm gonna try this little bit and see. And also too, it definitely helps me in regards to receiving feedback. This one is the only one that I'm really okay, you right. But even with critiques and stuff, it's easier for me to receive because it's not, no, you're not a bad person.
Right.
We just need to figure out the cadence. You haven't failed your music partner and best friend. You have not done that. We just need to rhyme cat with hat.
Dude.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I do got a question about music, though.
What?
Because you guys are in rap. I got to ask this question. We kind of talked about it, but we never went into detail. What were your whole thoughts during the battle between Kendrick and Drake?
You go.
I mean, okay, who wants to take it?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a Kendrick fan.
Same.
Okay.
There was one thing that I liked that Drake did, and that was in the very beginning. I remember going to a movie, and there was a Sprite commercial, and it's he's rapping in the booth, and his face disconnects and turns into a robot. And I thought that was dope, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And actually, the guy that did that video was doing a bunch of underground rapper music videos at the time, so that was, and I was like, this is cool. And this is before we really got the full Drake experience.
Right.
But I've been anti-Drake since the beginning, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, and Kendrick, I'm a fan of, but I'm not oh, this is my favorite rapper. I'm a fan of it. I get it. So when all of that started kind of going down, it was validating as a rap fan to be oh, here's real rapper versus pop culture rap.
Yeah.
And cool pop culture rap is fun, and there's a fan base for that, but they tend to not be the real rapper fan base.
Right.
So it was very much, here's the hip hop kids versus mainstream. That's kind of how I was watching it.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I mean, every part of it.
One of my buddies, he said it best to me. He said, look, he said, I like both, but he says, if I'm with a female, I'm not playing Kendrick. If I'm hanging out with a female, he said, most times if I'm with a female, I know what his intentions are when he's with a female. He is trying to romance and move and groove. He is not getting her hype. And I said, yeah, I got female friends that if she puts Kendrick on, I already know. We're about to play Madden or 2K. There's going to be we're about to smoke. We're not about to do, there's zero romance. Set the mood. There's zero shenanigans are taking place.
I claim shenanigans, tomfoolery, and fuckery, because here's the tea. One, I would never play Drake when I'm trying to like get my vagina going, like ever. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
He's playing the music. Like, I've listened to his play tape, and I was like, oh, you're trying to, it's a very fun, chill atmosphere. Then you're going to start going from them Drake pop tunes, then you're going to start playing them R&B love songs. I was listening to the tape. He almost had me.
No, like,
they say it was good.
I mean, for me, and because I also like did dance for a long time. If I don't like the music playing, then I'm not in on it, right?
Yeah.
So like, on top, hooray, 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 practicing making babies. And then like a bar doesn't hit and I'm just like out of it. I'm just like, you know what? Let's pack up shop, because what's on the playlist right now is offensive to my very nature. So I'm very much of the type where it's like, no, Drake.
Yeah,
The other side to it too is it's like, the Drake fan base, and not all of it, because there's so many Drake fans out there, realistically. But the ones that like really stood up and were like, no, don't say this about Drake. Like, he's a good person, are the ones that use Drake as their way to like get with women. You know what I mean? Like, it's part of their personality is to be like, look at, I'm the pretty boy.
It's
I listen
fucking
to Drake.
I know some
gross.
pretty boys that do that, man.
Yeah.
So
fucking
I'm not
gross.
saying my boy that was there is the pretty boy.
Right.
But
he
does
does it.
I'm
Drake
just saying,
is not
he's
good
a very
Indian
light
music.
skin. He falls down and he's in a model pose when he trips. You know who you are. He's my dog too, man.
Okay, well,
He's one of my
fair.
dogs. He cracks me up, man. He's one of
Okay.
the funniest dudes. And I think he's aware of that. He comes off as, I'm the light skinned pretty boy in the group. So
Of course.
he's kind of leaned into that whole thing. But man, he always said, man, I'm not playing Kendrick when women are coming over. And I said, yeah, if I got homegirls and literally, if I show up at my girl's house and Kendrick's on, I'm like, oh, she about to roll up a blunt. She don't talk to me about politics. What's happening?
Dare I
up
say,
in here?
like, if I were to approach like a person's abode or whatever, and they're playing Kendrick, that is a person of taste and morals and somebody that knows how to play a fucking beat. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
mean,
I would
yeah.
respect that. And I would be like, you know what? Maybe I'll swallow your dick. Maybe I'll eat your vagina. Maybe. Let's just see where the night goes. But like,
My boy's over
know.
here. I know he just deleted his whole play. He's
here's
like,
the thing,
I'm sorry, Drake. Delete.
I mean, okay, like if Drake is your bag and part of your ambiance, then God be with you, and that's what you. Oh
I mean,
my
let's
God.
be honest. It was like the election all over again. It was like you see somebody supporting Drake, I just unfriend. I'm not here for this anymore. I'm just not on my friends list anymore.
You unfriended some
There's
people
a
over
couple
that.
people
Yeah,
that were like,
I remember when the whole thing was going, but we got to be real about it. Some of the people that were really out there, hardcore, cucking for Drake. We were like, that's not a good person.
no,
That's not a person. Like,
this is Trump supporter level.
Yeah, there were dudes out there that I was like, I don't want my daughter alone with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know I have other issues with you besides your love of Drake, but
Yeah.
your love of Drake is not helping the situation
Not at all.
we're in
No,
right
that's
now.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
get it.
Well, it's because it's there's a level to what his character is as a musician or as an entertainer, if you will, is making people that want to be like that comfortable. To be like, I'm gonna be that guy that's kind of sleazy and like and so
a
like if you take
romantic
away
kinda gig.
their comfort zone and be like, this is corny, don't do this. Then they're like, well, who am I? I can't be this guy now. Like
We're like fucking ogres, though. There's layers to us. You don't have to be Drake 8.6.
Yeah.
Like, my God.
Look, man, I got 7 kids. And I did not do that with Drake, okay?
No, absolutely not.
I am not the pretty light-skinned dude. I know
mean,
who I look.
Nary-
I look like Carl Winslow's coming to fuck you. I know what I look like. So.
Nary a Degrassi episode, Coach.
Yeah.
Nary.
Not a one. All right.
Not a one.
I just had to know. I wanted to hear, because I know a lot of times when real lyricists listen to it, you go, that's industry or that's real. And so there's a lot of times even where my brother and I'll talk about songs and he'll be like, he's a musician. So he's talking about how they did this 3/16 quarter change in this. He's talking to it from a music standpoint. Oh, he did this. That's why the music's engineered this way to do this. He always does that. I'll be, what's the song about? I do not know. I didn't listen to it. Or I'm listening to the lyrics and I'm going,
Yeah.
He
did
said
you really
that.
listen to what they said there?
He said that.
Like, did Rick Ross really just say he's drugging all these women? What did he just say? And I'm hearing the lyrics, and then he'll say, hey, you know, this is actually a sample of Duke Ellington's. And I'll go, yeah, that's cool. Did you hear what this brother just said, though?
He wrote
feel that
things and
'cause
said them.
That's me. I'm the guy that's like, I notice the sample and the weird technical things that are happening in songs, and then it'll be like, what was the song about? No idea.
Yeah, that's my brother.
No, my brain
he's
just
a
does not
musician.
connect with the words normally, and it's just the music that comes through, and I'm like, I don't know.
And you're listening, breaking that song down, Shubzilla, go, wait, hold on, rewind that.
Right. Yeah, I'm not even catching most of them. I just, I know he's out rapping Drake. That's all I know. And I'm here for it.
I'll be hearing stuff in lyrics, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, bro. And I think I do that because even as comedians, we worry about what we write all the time. And so we're always,
for sure.
you know, that one word, that's all you're concentrated on is what we're writing and saying.
Yeah.
So I kind of approach rap that way, where I'm listening to what you're telling me.
Yeah.
And I'm picking that apart.
Well, your word selection is what defines the punchline. You could say the same thing with different words, but the punchline doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So you have to you got to aim in the right direction for it.
I know I listen to rap weird. But also back when I was a kid, I wanted to be a rapper. I thought I was going to be just...
I mean, Coach, it ain't too late.
know.
You at least got a bunch of motherfuckers here that are gonna like go to your show, if not just to humor you. However, I would buy a Coach shirt. I'd fucking buy an EP.
Rockman and I always talk. I got one crazy ass song in me that we're going to do one day. I'm going to do a New Orleans bounce track for you.
Yes!
It's just going to be one.
I will literally twerk to that shit. Like,
I will
let's
drop that one and I'm going to be out.
No! Because people are going to want more, Coach. They're going to want more. They're going to want more from you. And then you're just, oh, oops, I'm a rapper. That's comic.
Nah. I don't need too many commas on my name.
And then layers.
No.
Because we talked about being layers.
Well, let's go to this then. How has mental health ever held y'all up on touring?
Can we ask him? Because we never got to ask.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Mine will be quick, to be honest. So I'm not diagnosed with anything. Not saying that I don't have anything, but not diagnosed.
Right.
I've kind of always championed myself as being the most balanced one in most situations.
Certainly in our duo.
I try to be like the one that's like, level-headed within situations.
That helped, yeah.
But as I get older, I'm realizing there's more situations where it's like, oh, I do struggle with these certain things. And like, both of my parents passed within the last couple of years, and that really opened up where it was like, I was like working on stuff, daily, and then just went to like, just not getting anything done. So I was like, okay, there is some things I would like to go and do therapy and things like that, but haven't yet.
Yeah.
Because again, I've been telling myself for a long time that like I'm the level one, I'm the good one, I'm the one that's like I'm gonna keep everybody else tame.
Kind of feels like you're weak, kind of going into therapy. You can't handle your shit, and it's just really difficult to start therapy
for sure.
Yeah, for me, it's that I don't want to deal with my shit. I want my shit to go away without me dealing with it.
Right.
Weirdly, like I think I'm okay with dealing with it, but I also tell myself that's like, this person, I'm going to outsmart this person and convince them that I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they're gonna look at me and be like, "Why are you here?" You know, like that's how I look at it, and I know that that's not how this works.
Yeah.
But there's a part of me that's like, I could outsmart this person to make them think that I got this.
Don't need it. Yeah.
Good luck.
I was in there 10 minutes and they were like, you need all of this.
They will read
Yeah, I mean,
you.
there's a good chance that's what would happen to me too.
I mean, yeah, I didn't give therapy a chance for a long time, but I was an addict, you know?
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
would go in and I had so much shame around addiction that I would go
Yeah.
into therapy and I wouldn't admit that I was an addict and that it was active. So I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and I was wondering why I was complaining that therapy didn't work, but I mean, I was going in there and not being honest. So like when you can
Right.
really get honest, I think that's really
True.
changes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
openness is amazing.
Yeah, it's not easy, but when you gain some trust, you know, I like my new therapist. He's cool.
Did you feel a weight come off of you when you were honest the first time in therapy?
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
the thing that blows me away, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, being honest is difficult for me sometimes. So when I get clean and sober and
Yeah.
shit, I need to be honest because I am just a deceitful, fucking manipulative, fucking asshole.
Yeah, but I still love you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still an asshole, but
Yeah,
not
but
the
you're
other.
my asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're my Bill Beats. You're the DJ that makes this rap duo work.
yeah.
Honestly,
Flavor
yeah.
Flav.
Yeah, no, the honesty is key. And like, I mean, you know, like kind of with you being like, I'm not being honest in the situation. It's like none of us are really, you know, like we're all at some level kind of lying our way through things as we get through it.
Yeah.
And like some people are better at it, some people are worse at it, but like realistically, it's kind of all lies. But then when you get, you know, very vulnerable, it's the vulnerability, right? That's the
Yes.
thing that's really like
And I
because
think-
you could be very honest, but still lie enough to
Yeah.
be not vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can be
yeah, I
choosy, pick and choose what you're going to be honest about.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like that kind of vulnerability is attractive to people.
Yeah.
I feel like when I open up to people like that, like, oh shit, I can talk to me, and that creates connections. And they say the opposite of depression is connection. So I try to
like
stay
that.
connected.
I like that. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. I know a lot of things.
No, still.
Boy, I hear rapping.
Is it, we're workshopping that still?
I just realized how many little sayings I say all the time.
Dude, those are dope. Look,
Yeah, write 'em
you and I
down.
share those all the time when we're
Yeah.
hanging out off the screen. I got
Yeah.
my whole life is sayings that I'm like, yeah, I should write these down sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of me too. Like I feel like I could help people through things, but still struggle with it myself. Like we could have the same struggle and I could help somebody else through it and know exactly what to tell them and help them get through it and then turn around and not be able to give myself the same advice.
Bro, I've done that. Well, I was
Yeah.
like,
Well, it's
why the
hard
hell
to
didn't I
look
do that?
in word.
Yeah.
I literally have said that to a
Yeah.
person.
You're like,
man,
you
I'm
figured
kinda
out the game
smart.
plan, you know how it works, and then just not use it for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard to look inward. It really is because then you're like confronted with all these things that you do to kind of keep up this front of, for lack of
Yeah.
a better term, perfection.
But it also shows that you're self-aware of what you're doing wrong because you've thought about it. And like, you're like, here's the
Right.
game plan. This is how you fix this.
But then that hurdle is like actually
Yeah.
doing the damn thing.
100%.
Yeah. And sometimes a hoe does not want to jump.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to jump.
Preach.
I ain't trying to
Like I
jump
will,
either.
but like I'm healed.
Yeah.
Tired.
Yeah, that awareness, you can have awareness, but if you don't act on that awareness,
Yeah.
you're just
Pointless.
miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, now you preaching my. Jimmy,
Right?
man, maybe you're a rapper. You drop some
Yeah.
bars right there, bro.
I know.
I
Maybe we need to get
freestyle
you on a
sometimes.
what?
You know
Really?
what's funny? I can't do it now, but
I was like,
When I'm
I'm
mad-
hit the ground.
so when I'm manic, like manic, I can freestyle, and then when I'm like not, I still can, but
Do you get in your head?
yeah, but yeah, I just have to let loose. I had a buddy on our way to AA meetings, we would freestyle.
Nice.
Those were the
tight.
days.
Nice.
But yeah,
That
it's a
makes me-
good outlet. Oh, sorry.
It makes me think of, there's a story about Amy Winehouse
Oh
and
yeah.
how she would just battle rap people.
That's
like-
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like whatever the new Lupe Fiasco record that just came out is themed off from the point of view of Amy Winehouse being a battle rapper or something like that. It's crazy.
Wow.
And like
whole
this,
album?
yeah, the whole album is like as if Amy Winehouse. I don't. It's wild.
Yeah.
But the fact that the
crazy.
story is that she used to battle rap people, like she'd walk around streets and just battle rap people.
Wow.
With her like beehive and her like
Yeah.
fucking
You maybe-
eyeliner.
That's
yes.
in my head. That's what I see.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That would make
is
my day if I got demolished by a girl in a beehive in a
Right?
cipher. I'd be
Right.
like, oh, okay, that happened.
No, like probably just bystanders, like just walking by. And she's like, "I'm battle rapping you right
Wow.
now."
if somebody's selling hot dogs on the corner. It's like, bah, bah, bah. Like, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to offer you some relish, man.
Day made.
Yeah,
That's what I
there's
need.
something about her. She used to like, there's a voicemail or something that she had left for somebody and said that she was like a battle rap ninja or something like that. She was like serious, like she may have been on some things while this was happening,
Yeah.
but she was like dead serious, like wanting to battle people. Like,
Wow.
Holy
I never knew
shit.
that
I
about
needed
her.
to hear that today.
Right.
She
I
was
would-
all fucked up. I mean, she's addicted.
yeah,
Yeah, she
Addict.
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
bad
It's
relationships.
kind of really sad.
It
I think
is.
a lot of relationship issues that kind of pushed her in directions.
You know, that,
Man,
that
those
story happens
relationships
a lot in our
can
business, even if you go back to the days of Billie Holiday.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
but you know, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
wow, you were this beautiful singer, you had all this talent, but you had the wrong people around you and you didn't deal with these demons.
yeah,
And I think that's just like
Yeah.
in the entertainment field, we all know somebody that's living that story, or we've seen that story play out one time too many.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the like as professional people, as entertainers, right? It's easier for us to project than it is to like really reflect and look inward. Yeah. The end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way easier. It's fun to, that's why comics will shit on other comics. Because a lot, often we're not happy with where we are in the, on the totem pole.
Yeah.
So if we think we're better, funnier, then someone will shit on.
Word.
You know,
It
my
do be
thing
like
is,
that in rap too.
my comedy
That's how
changed when I-
rappers do.
Yeah.
That's
I changed
hip-hop.
the kind of
Yeah.
comedy I did when I started talking about my issues. Like I'll tell everybody, I failed 3 marriages. And the first time I did that joke and was talking about, hey, let's talk about my issues. And I'm going to make humor in these things that I'm really uncomfortable that I learned in therapy. Man, it changed me personally as a person, man.
absolutely. Yeah,
Word.
But, yeah, but dude, it's definitely, man, that looking inward is not
yeah.
looking inward and then trying to make it funny. Oh, hell, bro. I was like,
That's a special
That's
talent.
tough.
Yeah,
Bro,
it
it
is,
was.
yeah.
I was like, I do shows sometimes. I remember, here's what's funny. I did that joke about being a failure at marriage for a year before I let my last ex-wife hear it.
Yeah.
And then when she finally heard it, they all were like, that's actually really good material.
Yeah.
But then they were like, why didn't you ever address that I did this? And I said, oh, trust me, there's a joke there. I just had to brought it to the stage.
We just needed that as a punchline.
Yeah, I'm just going to deal with me right now. Your issues will come up on the next album. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's. I think we all need that time to be able to, especially in this business,
Of course.
especially if we all, when you have those mental issues plus this business, sometimes it's
Yeah.
a meat grinder, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You really got to take care of yourself. Cause
Oh, yeah.
I can burn out pretty easily. And
Oh,
then,
dude. So easy in this business, though, man.
Yeah.
And here we are, like in Austin. You guys are in Seattle.
Yeah.
You're in the music capital. We're down here in
Oh,
comedy
wow.
music capital. And it seems like a lot of times, once you're entrenched in it, you can get a lot of people flocking around you saying yes enough that you're like,
Yeah.
I'm impervious to this, and like
Yeah. It's
crash
fucking
and burn, buddy.
It's so
For sure.
stupid. Like when you make comedy like or music like your only thing, which it has to, it has to be the main thing, but it can't be like
Can't be my own.
can't be everything.
Everything,
like
yeah.
it's I get bogged down if I'm at a club too long, or
Yeah.
I just get sick of these people's fucking faces, I just fucking like there's so many
Real.
just
That's
My
real.
favorite thing we talked about was how I Irish goodbye. And then I did
Yeah.
it to y'all Friday night.
No, it's all good. I was
They
like,
know
yeah,
me.
coach is over this. It's I'm over this. Like,
Do you know how long we were there?
I know y'all that got there early.
We
I showed up at 7:30. That joke I made about I'm in the back of
Yeah.
I was literally watching
yeah.
ingrown toenail removal
hell
videos,
yeah.
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
to music like it was Spotify. And I'm like, Bear Turkey's throwing down a great set, and I'm just jamming. Then I'd stop and I'd like Spotify the song and go, oh, say that to a playlist.
Did you say Greg Turkington?
Huh?
Did you say Greg Turkington?
No, man, Bear Turkey. Yeah, she was she's a DJ that was there. We had a blast, but at one point I was like, I don't want to tell everybody bye. It's going to take forever. So I walked outside. And I said bye to a couple people. Then I just kept moving to the left more and more. And I said bye to one more person.
I had to chase you down at one point because I thought you were leaving.
Yeah, I know.
I think you were a phone call. And I was like, because I was talking to somebody, so like we barely said hi.
Yeah.
And then I saw you walking down the like away from the venue, and I was like, whoever I was talking to, I was like, hold on a second, I gotta go and make sure I at least give hugs and say bye. And you were like, I'll be back. I was like,
no, I wasn't leaving it. But yeah, when you came to get your bag and I was sitting at that table and I was like, oh God, I'm standing on your bag. You're like, no, I gotta get a sweatshirt out. I was like, oh yeah, I'm wrapping down. I'm winding down. That battery is just, it wasn't even low. It was just like, it was so much love at one point that I was like, wow, this was a lot of people that I hadn't seen PITA in 6-7 years.
Yep.
So it was a lot of people who felt like that family reunion where it's like, wow, I've expended a lot of love and energy.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Well, you've played at a couple of them. We had you do a set in the middle.
Yes.
Which is, I'm sorry, because I know like doing a comedy set in the middle of a music festival is a weird setup, but you're amazing.
I always have a great time because a lot of jokes that they got to hear in the club came that I tested with you guys. And I was like, it'd be good to test this here.
Yeah.
Because this audience is going to give me the realest feedback about if this is a good joke.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because if it sucks, this is all my family. They're going to say, that's not your best. Throw that away.
You tried. That was a choice.
You really chose to say that, huh? Okay. Yeah. So I love doing that. I'll test material out with people that aren't in comedy.
I did it in Florida once in between a band, like a band's break, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I mean, no one was listening.
Yeah.
And I was obviously, I mean, it was bad. And then in the middle of my set, a guy walks on the stage and he whispers in the ear, you got to get off. You gotta leave. You gotta go. I'm like, oh God.
It's hard. It's just two different energies.
Yeah, it was bad. Like... Also, I sucked back then. I was garbage. But yeah, that was terrible. And another time, someone, I was in Binghamton, New York, and I did a show in between a set, but it was like, I don't know, like a punk band or whatever, and someone threw a beer bottle at my foot.
Wow.
No way.
And
the audacity.
And I lost my shit. It was bad.
See, I've done house shows like that where it's like they were mostly math rock bands, which is a really obscure kind of music. I'm into weird music. But I was at the math rock show and they were like, hey man, they got a setup. You mind doing a quick set? And so I just made it act like, hey, let's do some announcements then. And I would sneak jokes in. I said, hey, can I tell y'all something and tell me if I'm the asshole? And I always use that as the basis. Yeah. Then I tell them this joke and I say, okay, if I'm the asshole, let me know. And people were laughing and I go, okay, I'm keeping that. But then it's like, it's other being ready to go because I don't want to do a full.
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't know how Neil Rubenstein, he toured with a bunch of those bands like Dashboard Confessional. They all know him. Say us and all those guys know him. I think his first album was on one of those labels. And his first comedy special is all those bands coming out like Thursday and all of them saying, here comes our buddy Neil Rubenstein. And I thought, that's badass. But he knows and tours with those guys. So, I don't know how he pulled it off, but did you hear his comedy and you go, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah. There are certain shows I can't go to all my friends' shows.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I say things. I feel like I'm in my brain. I'm like, I'm not offending everybody. But then I'll do a show and I'll be like, you really are a piece of shit sometimes, bro. You're not trying to offend everybody. It's just weird. I got a standing ovation in a club that had a MAGA 2020 flag next to me. Oh. And got the standing ovation there. And
they retired. They retired the team.
Yeah. It was a big flag. Bro, the flag looked like this. Mike is right there. This is next to me. And I'm just like, what are we doing? And I was like, did y'all know I was black before you put me? The flag there.
We
Best
almost
show of my life.
we almost
yeah.
got booked for something where it was a venue that we were friends with, and there was some rapper coming through town. I don't remember what his name was, but they were like, "Do you want to open for this rapper, like bigger rapper traveling through?" And we like Google searched it, and he was like, not Tom McDonald, but somebody that works with Tom McDonald. And we were like, absolutely not. Like, what? Do you not know who we are? Like,
Yeah.
why do you think we would want to open for this guy?
There will be no audience for him to perform for.
Yeah.
My favorite story about you is when you ran the Karen out of the club last year.
What happened?
So, what was that bar we were at? What was that?
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
I'm gonna let
Okay.
you tell this
Rest
story,
in
Coach.
peace.
We're in
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Yeah.
I'm not performing. I have to leave to go to a show that night, but I'm coming in early to watch this. And what happens is Shub is up doing her song, and she has this song called Alabaster, all right, which is, about white women, which is a very clever way to call a white woman a Karen. Just call her Alabaster. So she's ultra white. So what happened was this lady is complaining about a rap show at the rap show. And we're just kind of like, how detached are you from reality that you came to an event
Yeah.
that was billed as rapping, and now you're complaining about all the rapping?
Yeah.
And so
It was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh wow.
All the bars in the area were doing like St. Patrick's Day discounts and stuff like
There
that.
yeah,
were-
that's true.
There were too many white women.
There was some crazy
Yeah,
people
very-
slide through the venue for
like,
sure.
okay, because now I'm thinking back on it, and I'm triggered as fuck right now because there were a lot of white women's. They
In
were
green.
in green, and they were dressed alike. And I made some sort of like sideways thing about how I can't trust white women that all dress alike because it looks like they're low key Klanswomen.
Yes.
And so they fucked
90%
off.
of the room laughs,
Yeah.
except two people
Yeah.
at
And
that table.
they like went to the bathroom, and shout outs to my sister Prouse, the Testament. She was in there like talking to her son on the phone or whatever. And these bitches apparently said like she needs to go back to her concentration camp
shit.
and all this stuff. And I'm like, first off, you can't even be racist correctly. I'm Filipino.
Yes.
Like I'm taking exception to this. First off,
You've messed up all the racism in this one sentence.
yeah, like clearly you do not watch the History Channel or pay attention. And so she like busts her like door open. She goes, "You can't wash your hands in here. You must leave. You must leave." And I'm still on stage, so I did not know all this happened until
God.
afterward. So I see these white women come on out, and they're looking a little sour, and it's hard to tell because like they wear a lot of bronzer. So I'm just at this point guessing by like crease marks.
Everything that's going down.
Yeah, I'm just like guessing. So they like walk across the space where I'm performing. And I was just like, well, you know what? This is an appropriate song to dog walk a bitch out. So like I run around.
Walked her to the door rapping this song.
Hell yeah.
The whole, there's
Yeah, walk her
videos and
out
you
the
can see
door.
her. The video is shoved like this, and she's rapping to this lady.
Amazing.
And this lady is like, I can only see the future in the Lord. That's all.
Yeah. Well, no, and like her little friend tried to say some shit back, and I went like my ancestors like went through me that day because like I said some shit like, yeah, bring all of Abercrombie and Fitch out, like bring the fraternity out that you I don't know, do events with, bring your whole sorority, like I will literally take you all on, I don't give a fuck. And so like I'm talking shit and I'm saying some wild things to these white bitches, and they were like, I mean honestly, like the audacity of getting the racism wrong is
Yeah.
just like
These were the only two.
Only two. Yeah, of course.
Because all the
Yeah.
other white women were like, tell that bitch.
they bought me Jello shots afterward. They were like, "You were dope," and I'm like, and you know, I was very much like, "Oh, you're a horrible cunt. Why does everyone love you?"
Yeah, dude.
But I was on that tip. But that like the ancestors just came through, and they're like, "Tell these heifers like."
It was a beautiful moment
Yeah,
in life, man, for me.
they never came back as the follow up to that. They never came back. But I turned around because when I get wild, and sometimes this one will be like, you need to scale it back.
I don't think in the moment, I don't even think I noticed what was happening.
You were like doubled over, dying. You and D-Nick from Misfits.
So like, I think it was like happening, right? And she was going out the door, and to the right of me was Modest Mind, a DJ out of Florida. And he was, because all of our merch area was behind us, basically. There was like a little patio outside with merch. He was standing out there. And like, I see this and I see kind of everybody reacting, and I look back and I see him, and he's just like, what is happening? Like, he's just dying. And then like, then I figure out what's happening, and I just start laughing because I was like, oh my God.
Because I'm like looking around, I'm like, okay, like, because I'm ready to throw hands. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to like, and I have a wireless mic too, so I have no problem like just wailing.
She's all over the whole venue. Like, just
like,
moving through the whole venue.
I will slap somebody, but like, I was waiting for them to come back and just be like, well,
that's my favorite thing about comedy. If if somebody's doing something bad or we're watching a bomb, there'll be times where I could go look at Jimmy and be like, we don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
We're all mind melding right now.
Fantastic. Yeah.
That was the first time that happened at a concert where I looked and it was like, where's Rockman? Where's everybody? I'm just looking around and going,
are we all seeing this?
Moments like that. That's what it's all about.
The universe synced up, and I was like, I'm taking this energy to my next show. I have to leave, and I got to go be funny. And I just watched Shub start a whole civil rights movement at the concert. And I'm like, okay, I got to go be funny with this energy now. Okay.
I'm just trying to be a stand to create a safe space for
you
those that are melanated as me and various shades of said melanation. I'm just trying. We come into this, like, I always tell this to folks, like, he's a white man. I'm an Asian woman, right? Like, our predecessors did not create hip hop. So when we come into the space, we must wipe our feet at the door. We must bring something to the potluck. And we must show this genre the respect and the reverence that it deserves.
Yes.
So, I mean, and that's kind of my gripe with early nerdcore is they were appropriative as shit.
Yeah.
But
it's a lot better now.
It is a lot better now. Thank God.
It's not gone, but it's better.
She's not gone. No, she's not gone and not forgotten. But like, there's a bunch of folks now, and you've seen them.
Oh yeah.
Like just out there, like.
I was at a show. Me and Rodman
space.
got called out by because we were laughing at a show one time. I'll tell you the story. I won't say it on camera, but I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
Yeah.
Where me and Rodman looked at a dude like, "Move, sir."
Alabaster is a fun one because it's like it can divide the audience, but it doesn't divide it the way you would think it would divide it. It's really like it makes everybody be on their P's and Q's, But the fun part about it is like there's a lot of white people that come out to shows. And we play that song, which is, it is what it is. And like, they look at me for help. They're like, what help us? And it's like, no.
Yeah, I've said it a few times too, where I'm like, why are you looking at him? He made the beat. He sampled the fucking,
But that's my favorite thing. If you go to a lot of hip hop shows, especially in Austin, there is a lot of white kids, man. Like, I'm like, where are the black people at? Like, why are there more white kids watching the Roots?
Well, it's Austin. Austin's extremely white.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Same
right there.
Seattle's the same.
Yeah.
No.
It's always when I go to shows,
No
man.
black people.
Well, dude, I ain't gonna lie. When I went to Atlanta, I did feel like I was in Wakanda. That was crazy. I was like, I could be Black Panther here. I could be his fill-in, like Black Rhino. I could fill in. I'm not gonna do superhero shit. I'm too slow. But I could be that guy for it. I could be, hey, there's some villainy over there. Go get it. I could be that dude. Yeah. All right, Drew, you got another one for him?
I can't think of anything.
Dude,
do you have one?
Oh, bro, you know what I love about this? This has been the most relaxed episode we've done.
Nice and chill.
Been so
wonderful.
Laid back.
Good.
Yeah,
good,
we've been
good.
laid back. This has been fun. I like this.
Okay.
We've both been on our thing where we were talking the other night, like, hey, you're out tonight too? So am I. Why are we doing things we don't normally do? I'm usually in my house at 10 o'clock playing video games.
Oh, wait.
We're texting.
Oh, wait. Is that when I texted you?
Yeah, when you texted me and I was out too. I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are we both out late at night? What are we doing? This is not a character for us. We're on adventures.
Man.
We were both on our own Lord of the Rings adventures.
We really were.
I love it.
I need that.
Y'all hit Moria and then y'all like had to taper off and do other things.
We did.
And then come back.
We did. It's like, enjoy the stage. think that's going to carry us through, brother. I'll see you again. We were out there wilding out. It was good times, though, man. That's what I love about it. So,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if we got one for you. Okay, so I do know. What's next? Because you guys are headed back to Seattle now.
Yeah.
And there's so many people. The fam is so large. How many people are at the show? And I know you're about to take 2 of our homies to the airport.
Yeah.
How long are y'all staying in town for though after this?
We're here.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we fly out like late Tuesday. So we
Tuesday.
got time. We're
Oh,
still,
a week from.
No, tomorrow.
tomorrow.
But
You are
but
gonna
late
fly tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
Not as normally when we come out for 2 weeks, but this year we had to shorten it down.
Okay.
So this is like the least amount of time we've spent in Austin for South by.
Like
but
we're not even gonna take a Buc-ee's run. Like
Yeah,
that's
normally we get to go
weird,
to
man. That's
weird.
Buc-ee's. We get to go. Yeah, like we end up
Yeah.
in San Antonio at least once.
yeah.
Accidentally, you just wake up and you're in San Antonio.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're
like,
like, how did I
oops.
get here?
Yeah, those are my favorite
San
stories.
Antonio.
Why are we here again? I don't even know why we're walking down Riverwalk right
Like,
now.
do we have a
I didn't even
show?
want to see this. And I was like,
The
what are we
Alamo
doing?
was a trip though. Like we
Not
were
worth it.
No,
Not worth
it
the
wasn't.
trip.
Like what it because we were having ourselves like a walk after what
Yeah.
was it, Super Bit Fest or what have you? We
Yeah,
were
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And like we nearly missed the Alamo and you were like, "Hey, Shubs, there's the Alamo." And I looked over and I was like, thought it would be bigger.
Yeah.
I've
First
heard
time you
that
see
before.
it. Yeah.
I mean, like I
You didn't
really
even
did.
have to do me like that. I heard her say, I thought it would be bigger. And then over here, I just hear at the side of my ear, I've heard that before. And I was like, professionalism is gone. I have to
There's
laugh.
no decorum. There's no decorum.
That's why, dude, my boy got the banger joke in there.
Yeah. Oh my god! So last night I was with a girl,
Oh,
and
God.
she,
Are you
This
going to tell this on air? You sure?
yeah.
Okay.
Buckle up, y'all.
So she's like, oh god, maybe not.
Okay, that's an after podcast kind of gig. Okay.
That was a great setup and then close.
He said,
Yeah.
nope, better
Never
not.
mind, never
He
mind.
thought about it. It was loaded. Like, no,
Word.
hold
Yeah,
on.
we'll just cut that. Yeah.
I was just giving a thumbs up. Then everything before that thumbs up. There's some, you know what? Leave it in because it's funny and nobody even knows where it goes. We didn't
That's
say
true,
we
yeah.
didn't name
Right.
it.
Yeah.
It's safe. All right. So what's next? What do you guys got planned after this? What's the next big one?
Well, we have a show on May 18th. Is that
Yeah, there's a show on May 18th that's
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, it's in Seattle at this venue called Substation for those of y'all that are local to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
We are working on trying to get a New England tour with a couple of our friends, Artemis and Prasa Testament.
Yep.
But as y'all probably know, booking shit is hard right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's a little bit different on this
yeah,
side.
sure
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So we're those are where we're at, and then there's a bunch of projects and releases that we're doing.
Yeah, this year is going to be kind of the makeup for the last couple of years with not as much music. We dropped an album called Late Checkout,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did like a extended version of it, and then we did a deluxe version of it because why not, right? So we just kept adding more
Yeah.
music to it. So there's like 3 versions of this, but we finally got the deluxe version out, and I really like that. And it's
Yeah, same.
it's like our first record that has like. So every song is a feature. There's a couple
Yeah.
songs on it that you're not even on. It's just
No.
it's like the family. It's a family record, if you will.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
And you're on like I would say 90. There's maybe 2 songs that
Yeah.
that you're not on.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, it's just like a big family record, and it was built off of coming to South by and going to Megfest and just all these like little trips that we take, and we're in a hotel room and we're hanging out with our friends, so we set a microphone up and record people.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's like
cool.
so much fun.
yeah, it was like kind of a year in the making, and then we kind of just kept adding more. Like, and then we go do something and make a couple more songs. We're like, all right, let's add these to it now. So
Oh, neat.
we're kind of locked that one in. We might come back down the road and do another like late checkout, like an extended.
It's probably going to happen, like
The-
extended,
again.
Feel it in you, cousin.
late checkout, Airbnb version. I
Yeah,
don't
I don't know.
know.
We'll
Well,
That's
I
good.
did. That
My
was one of
best
the things.
friend's couch.
This is the year where I
Yeah.
noticed everybody had more features during their set. And Gross
Yeah.
Angel went
Yeah.
on to do
Yeah.
the metal song with
Yeah.
Bid Force. And I was like, bro, that's one of my favorite hip hop artists, and he's on a metal song,
Right.
Which made me go, we're all just crossing over right now.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
That was beautiful, man. That was a beautiful experience for me.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you're going with me next year.
I'm down.
You're
That's
going
so
with me. You got to do
Please
this, man.
do.
I'm going.
You know what we should do?
What?
I got this
Outback
crazy idea.
Steakhouse.
Because next year they're talking about South by Southwest is going to lose music. We should shoot a whole episode there.
Yep.
We should go there and shoot an episode
Oh,
at this.
yeah.
It's
Oh my
a
God.
dope. It's just hanging out with your cousins.
Yeah.
I'm down.
All your
Yeah.
favorite cousins. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like, and like the front parking lot is just full of people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
it's just-
dude, it was so like
Just parking lot hangouts.
I went to Whataburger after I left. I just didn't
Amazing.
need it. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't need this, but I deserve this.
Yeah.
I'm going to Whataburger. We kept talking about it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to Whataburger. Good night.
Absolutely.
I'm sneaking out. Bye.
We've only gone
I
once.
tried to go to Wendy's and their doors were locked. The one that's across the street.
Across the street.
So then I kept
What?
walking to the 7-Eleven and it was Pie Day the day that I was there. So pizzas were like $3.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a whole pizza, brought it back, and fed like 4 people.
Pretty
I was
good.
like,
Yeah.
for $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done
Oh,
Kick Butt,
nice.
haven't you?
Kick butt? No.
Kick Butt Coffee over on Airport?
No.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
good spot.
Dope
That's
spot.
great
They
spot.
have, good, they have good food too.
One of the longest running open mics in Austin runs at that place.
Oh, neat.
And they
Oh,
always
man.
do punk shows, and they've done comedy, but man, every year they've been an amazing host for Nerdcore Days.
yeah,
And it's-
Absolutely.
And so Ernie,
Phenomenal.
the sound guy, he's also running the cameras because they have like a multi-cam setup.
I saw that.
And like when you did your set, it was like had 3 angles on you and he was switching around. You would like point to somebody in the crowd or talk to somebody and he'd have a camera on that person and he'd cut to it. They used to do a lot. Maybe they still do a lot of stand up. I'm not sure.
Not as much as they used to, man.
Really?
But that's one of those places where one time when I was wanting to do this crazy idea, and I'm still plotting it. I wrote so much material that I have all these albums in my head, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I should go shoot one there.
Yeah.
And just make it a $5 show for my friends to show up to.
Absolutely.
And just
Hella.
They
go, we're not
have
trying to
the
make money
setup.
here. I just want to shoot this thing.
They'll
and
give you the files after and be like, here
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Here's your whole special already done.
Let's
Please
shoot
be
this
a-
craziness and just be done with it. So
Please
yeah.
Put a
be at a
title and
time
credits
when
on
we're
it, you're
there.
good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna pay somebody to do that in the fam. I'll be like,
Yeah.
I know you do this. Do it for me. Just I will pay you to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, all my albums are so self-produced. They're all punk rock as hell.
Absolutely.
Hell
I got
yeah.
it from them. I watched them do it, and I guess I could do that.
I
way to
learned
do
it
it.
from watching you, Dad.
I did. Every one of my albums, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just get my brother-in-law engineers them. Then my sister basically does all the gathering for the credits and everything. Heather, my best friend, did all the photography. It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
Amazing.
It's all
Amazing.
family.
Yeah.
Word. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watch y'all do it, and every time I go to Nerdcore, I'm like, that's gonna be my next album.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Family affair.
Yeah, bro.
Absolutely.
Let us know. We'll be in the audience.
Yeah,
All right, dude,
please.
I'm telling you, Jimmy, you're going with me. That's a
Oh,
done
yeah,
deal.
I'm done. I'm
We're
down.
doing that next year. I
I'm
gotta stay on top of
ready.
it too, bro.
Yeah.
Because I always, this is the first year where I usually. Last year I missed most of it because I was going on the road. But
You were busy.
Every year.
Every time it's like
yeah.
you got a whole tour running at the
Yeah.
same time, which is
Yeah.
totally
Like,
understandable.
yeah.
but
Like
I
get
hate
that
it
coin.
because you miss
Yeah.
out weddings, birthdays, events like that, where it's like
yeah.
course.
sometimes there are people that are going to be there. I'm not going to see you unless I see you there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so, yeah.
Yeah.
Comedy is a wild thing where we were talking about it at dinner where we're like, man, you pursue it, but you don't realize
Yeah.
what you're going to miss pursuing it. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's true. Yeah, it's a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's worth it.
It is, man. 'Cause,
Doesn't seem like it sometimes. So.
Yeah.
yeah, when you're in that hotel room, you're going, that was not a good show. Why did I missed my child's birthday for this bullshit? Okay.
Oh, word.
It
Yeah,
was my
no-
least favorite kid. It's okay. I was at your birthday. Do not get mad when you see
Yeah.
this episode.
Those worst, the bad shows though are almost as important as the good ones.
Dude, they put your
Yeah.
feet back on the ground. And
Yeah.
They
You
ma-
learned something.
That's how I know I want to still do it. When I go through a bad
Yeah.
show and I go, I'm better than that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back on stage to prove I'm better than that.
Yeah.
I remember you weren't with me at this one. I was playing with another group, and we drove like 5 hours to get to this event. It was like a convention show.
Oh, I think I know
And we
which
were
one
playing
this
a
is.
giant ballroom in a hotel, like huge, right? Like massive. And so we set up, the doors are closed. We set up, we sound check, and then the time comes. There's nobody in the room. It's just us and a sound guy at the other end of this giant ballroom.
Oh, no.
And so we're like, well, I guess we'll start. We start playing.
Yeah.
We play like 3 songs. 3 songs in, somebody opens the door and pokes their head in, like looks around, and then just walks away. And then it turned out later we found out that the same time frame was the outdoor like fire show where they like are tossing fire things.
Oh yeah, okay.
All that, and that's like a huge event for this convention.
Yeah.
And nobody told us that we were scheduled against that.
They did y'all dirty on that one.
That's happened to me at the
That's-
anime convention.
Yeah.
That would offend me.
Yeah. Anime conventions do that where it's like, hey, we're going to put your comedy show here.
Yeah.
And then we don't want to put your other thing here on the same night. So we're going to put it on Friday night. Okay,
Yeah.
well, great. What are you doing? Oh, we're going against the burlesque show?
Right.
Look, I would rather go watch half-naked nerd chicks than a fat dude that looks like, Morgan Freeman telling jokes anytime.
Not
man.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, so like, I'm not winning that battle.
Right.
But, we do well, man. But I get it, man. Events like that, when you go do them, you're just like, what are we? Show me the schedule. Who are we battling against?
I have to
Right.
pee so bad. I'll be right back.
You're going,
Yes, please. When Mother
I
Nature,
love this, dude.
yeah, when Mother Nature calls, we must not put her on hold.
Yeah.
That's how you get kidney problems.
It's
Like,
that Baja Blast Midnight that got him.
Oh, bro.
have you had that yet?
I have, but I'm trying.
Is it good?
This fast is working. That thing tastes amazing.
We
Does
need
it?
to go.
Okay, I need to try.
It does.
I
We need to
tried to
go.
order one last week. I was at Taco Bell and I tried to order it. And
It's so good, dude.
They didn't have them yet. They're like, no, we don't.
Oh,
got
they're
it
here.
yet.
They're at almost every one
Okay.
of them. But man, I would tell you right now, it tastes amazing. But this fast has got. I'm at 36 hours before I can have food or.
That's what I
I'm
was
trying
doing.
to kick sugar right now.
Is this
again.
like an intermittent fast kind of game?
Yeah, but
okay.
this one here is one of the hardcore. Like, no, I'm on it for 36 hours straight.
I did
Oh,
it for a
God.
couple.
food.
I did that for a couple months.
Yeah.
So 36 on and then like 8 off or something like that. I think
Yeah,
is
so
what the math of it is.
I'm like basically
Basically, you sleep twice and don't eat for one day.
exactly.
Yeah.
I do an 18
So I can
and
eat
6.
tomorrow
I
at
couldn't.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, bruh. But man, I've dropped so much weight, man.
It's
and
crazy.
then all of a sudden now it's like,
You get used to it too.
yeah, my
Right.
body's like, hey, bro, we hit a plateau. Oh, well, yeah. Also, you've been allowing a lot of sugar back into your diet.
Yeah.
And I knew when I said that to myself, like I just went to a calendar and said, so did that day, so did that day.
Yep.
I was like, okay,
Yep.
about to
Yep,
take
yep.
this out. All right, let me do this. How long have we been on here? We got a guest producer today.
Yeah,
Hello.
Hour,
Hour?
like almost on the dot. Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, all right. See,
Okay.
man, that's
Internal
actually,
clock is working.
bro. I know. Look, I don't want to say I'm professional at this, but yeah, kind of a professional. We have done almost an hour, man. That was good. See, Jimmy, the internal clock. You were there for it, brother.
Yeah.
All right. So, where can we find you guys online? Bill, go first. Tell me where we can find you online.
www.noirgrime.com, spelled NOIRGRIME. That'll take you to the website, which gives you everything. But we're on Bandcamp,
Linktree.
YouTube, Linktree.
Yeah.
We're not really on Spotify or Apple anymore. We kind of pulled out of a lot of the streaming
Did
stuff.
you?
Mainly because, like, we want. It's a whole thing, but
Oh, no, I know what you want.
active listeners versus passive listeners. So I think if somebody wants to listen to us, they'll find us. That's
Yeah.
how I look at it.
Yeah.
If they search on Spotify and they don't see us, they'll Google search us. They'll find us.
I've
Where's
come
that
to
one angry song she was screaming on the floor about?
Right.
Oh, it's on the Bandcamp.
I
You
bet
know?
people Google search weird things to try to find you. Like,
There's a lot of things that they can. There's a lot of like different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll find her. Hey, or they'll call one. Hey, you remember that girl, the Asian girl that was rapping and she was really aggressive? You mean my homegirl Shub? Yeah, that was her album. Yeah. I'll just send them a link. Here, just take this
exactly.
one. Leave me alone, bro.
Yeah.
But no, that's Shub. I know you don't want one on your personal, so we're not even mentioning that one. That's for family and friends only. Do y'all have one that's just for the band on Instagram or anything?
It's
what do you mean?
It's
Do y'all
just
have
like
a page?
our separate ones.
yeah, there's like a Bill Beats. On
Yeah, because I follow.
Yeah,
I think I follow both of y'all.
yeah, yeah. We have individual artist ones.
We have like a joint TikTok. which
Yeah.
honestly, like, well, we're not really on TikTok a lot, but
Same.
you know what? I think
Yeah.
in regards to like joint TikToks, we're doing great.
It's like
they're-
one of those relationship joint accounts kind of things where it's like you
Yeah.
can only post
Yeah.
the vacation photos.
Yeah.
that really is.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
That really
There's no
is.
drama on that one. You go to the
No.
other ones, you get all the drama. But if you go to the one with both of us, it's just all good times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, I'll
love
do a
that.
TikTok where I'll just like be like crying and like it'll just show some when he doesn't sample the thing you want and the 808s are bad. I hate those. But yeah, you would never do that to me. You would never. You would never.
Dude, that's awesome. All right, man. I'm so glad y'all came on the show. Thank you for blessing us and doing that.
Oh God, thank you for having us. We've been talking about it
Yeah,
since
thanks so
the
much for
first
coming on.
episode.
Absolutely. We'll do this again.
Yeah, definitely.
Please.
Man.
Yeah.
This is one of those things, man. I've been sitting in the background working on
Oh,
this for a
yeah.
while because
Amazing.
we never ever hardly line up anymore because we all are so busy. So
It's a
course.
good thing though,
it
right?
is.
Yeah.
It's
When
a
we're all
great
getting
problem to
coin
have.
and
We always
whatever.
wanted it.
I
man.
gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up. Here's where you can find Jimmy Moynihan. Is Jimmy.Moynihan. And I'll put that down at the bottom. I know Jimmy's socials. Okay. Also, you can find us at the Pain Management Podcast on Instagram. And actually, we have an email. If you ever have an idea for somebody you want to be a guest or a topic you want us to talk about, you can email us at painmanagementpodcast@gmail.com. That's set up. We're taking, it's oddly enough, people have been emailing us with weird stuff. We're reading. I'm reading all of it.
Open the floodgates.
It comes to me directly, and I'm like, really? Okay, that's
Like
a great.
all right.
Yeah, that's a weird topic, but okay,
Concept.
let me look into
Sure.
that.
Yep.
And then if you want to find me at Coach Silky on Instagram, and there's a thing at the top that'll take you to everything. Okay.
Yeah, so what happens is I'll take a piss and then I'll like,
Yeah.
it's over. And then it will just like just droplets of pee will start dripping out of my dick.
Oh no.
And so I went to the doctor and she was like, just squeeze your shaft and like push it out like it's, why am I doing this? Push it out. You push it out like it's toothpaste, you know, you're getting it. So that's what I just did. I went out and I just squeezed it.
And then
little
ran back.
drops.
Well, you know, that happens as you get older, and I do that joke about
Right.
you have secret pee.
Oh yeah.
Like you'll pee, and you'll think you're done,
Nope.
and then you're going to pull your drawers up, and then your dick's like,
Second, yeah,
on the
round
front of
two.
your drawers, like, I got his ass.
Yeah.
yeah. But women have, like, if they've had a lot of births, they'll have what they call, it's not a loose bladder, but it's kind of this thing where they have the droplet. But with dudes, it happens to us, man. It can happen.
It's
I've
pretty
learned
gnarly
something
down there.
new, and I'm so happy that we were able to like create that
You
space
got
so that
Kegels, bro.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about it after the show.
A lot of
Those
girls need to
Kegels
do
are dope.
Kegels. I'm sorry. I know we're like over time, but now I'm just like fascinated by this. I don't have a penis, so
you
this is a
don't?
whole like this is a whole new world for me. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm learning.
We can talk dick after the podcast.
It's a fascinating
God,
topic.
Jake took a while.
Hooray, ween!
All right.
Hooray for wieners!
I swear to God, this may be in my top 3 favorite episodes
Yeah.
right now, bro. I feel like the energy is back with us.
Thank you for joining us on Cock Management. We'll see you next week.